Hello. Welcome to day 16 of 365 days live with New. I am coming to you live on my Facebook. Let me know if you are joining me live. Let me know if you are catching the replay. I am going on a walk right now, and I'm here today to talk about what I call the spiral staircase of life. Okay. And as I've said in previous videos, I usually share either what I'm going through, experiences I've had, the lessons I've had, or maybe like what I did today. And honestly, all I did today was I have a human design reading tomorrow, so I was prepping for that for a couple hours, and then I was just nourishing myself in the morning with breakfast and taking care of myself because I had a rough night, and so my energy is low today, and I really wanted to come here and share an aspect of that with you, just in case you're in a place in your life right now where you feel like you are experiencing the same stuff over and over again. And that's how I felt, and that's kind of still how I feel, but because of what I'm going to share with you, I am, on my path to getting better, to feeling better, and I thought I'd share this with you as well. And if you haven't heard of it before, I learned this from my mentor, Melanie, and I don't know if she calls it the spiral staircase of life, but that's how it makes sense to me. So I'm going to explain it to you here, and hopefully it is helpful for you. Okay, so in life, if you can imagine, the staircase is life for us. And there's beautiful scenery all around. And when you're on the first floor, on point A, you look out and you see this specific view, right? Let's just say it's a view of a lake. And there's buildings behind the lake, and you see it. You're like, oh, it's nice, it's okay. But I would like to go onto the second floor and see if it looks better up there. So you climb the staircase, right? You're walking up, and throughout your walk up to the, I feel like something's biting me. I'm out here in nature. Definitely don't want to get bit. Bugs like me. But you're climbing up the staircase, and this is like a metaphor for life, right? You're gonna go through some hiccups. You're gonna maybe trip over a few things. You may go through some tough situations with different people, and then you finally make it up to the second floor, and you're up there and you're all happy and excited, but then you realize, hey, this is pretty much the same scenery. Like, it looks the same. I'm just on a different level now. And so you think maybe it'll be even better on the third floor. So you continue your walk of life. You continue living life. You are making your way up to the third floor because you've heard that on the third floor, there's amazing stuff up there. So again, you're on the second floor and you're climbing up. You're climbing up, and throughout your climb, you're meeting different people, different situations, and then when you get up to the third floor, again, you expect something different, but at the same time, you realize, hey, I've been here before. This looks exactly the same. And so you're like, I thought that it would be better on the third floor. And it goes on. And the metaphor or the lesson here is that we go through life and we pick up different skills, we pick up different ways of being, we pick up lessons, we pick up so many things, but life is still life, and we are still going to come across similar, if not exactly the same situations, the same challenges, and we might still struggle. There are many, many different layers to our healing, to our humanity. We are all multidimensional beings. And so to realize that even though you've gone higher, quote unquote, higher on the staircase, you've gone further on in life, yet you keep coming back to the same window, the same scenery. This just looks a little different, but this is basically the same thing. But what's different is that throughout your journey, you have changed, right? You now know things that you didn't know on the second floor that you didn't know on the first floor. You now know things and have gone through experiences on the third floor that you didn't know on the second floor. And so that's how it works. And so it's important for us to remember, it's important for me to remember that, yeah, I may be facing the same scenario, the same situation, or the very similar situation, but it is up to me to realize that I'm no longer on the second floor. I'm actually on the third floor now, that I actually have more tools and more resources than I did when I was on one floor lower. And so it's reminding yourself that you are no longer the exact same person that you were a month ago, a day ago, a year ago, and anchoring into that to help you boost your own self-confidence and believing in yourself that you can overcome the situation, even though it may be annoying. That it's like, I've been here before, I've dealt with this before, why is this still coming up for me, right? Why am I still struggling with it? I thought I got over it. And it's happened so many times in my life where I thought that like I healed this. I thought that I wouldn't get triggered by this anymore, but it still came up. It still comes up. And it came up again last night, and I just have to remember, consciously remind myself and update my subconscious that I'm different now, and I am in a different place. I have gained different tools that is going to help me make this phase not last as long. And so I wanted to share that with you because maybe you're going through the same thing. Maybe you needed this talk about that we all go through similar things over and over again, but we are not the same person. And so if you can just trust and believe that even though you're going to interact and come into contact with this situation continuously, as long as you believe that you can do better next time, just a little bit better, right? Like 1% better. If you believe that you are stronger now and you're able to maybe make a different move, or maybe not even make a move. Maybe you're just stronger in a sense that you are now aware, right? And so I think it's those small movements and those small celebrations and of your little accomplishments that's really going to move the needle. And I know this is like what one of my the human design teachers that I follow, she says, even though this is the unsexy work, it is what's going to move the needle. It is what is going to help you day by day realign and align to your design, align to the path that you are meant to be on. And at the end of the day, like, since reframe is one of my words, I'm trying to reframe my situation in a way that is helpful for me. So even though even though I experienced what I experienced yesterday, last night, I'm going to reframe it and use it as this is God, the universe's way of giving me opportunities to become stronger and for me to use the strength, use the knowledge, use the tools that I have learned and apply it to my life and actually embody what I have learned. So that is the way I'm reframing what I have experienced and am experiencing. And I also believe that I am meant to share this with you. So that is what I have for today's live. I hope you enjoyed the spiral staircase of life. And if you have found it valuable, let me know in the comments. If you feel like somebody else needs to hear this, tag them in the comments, share this live with them. And yeah, I think the more we all share resources and tools and knowledge, the more personal power we all have. And when we can empower ourselves, we can also empower those around us. So, yeah, and again, yes, last night because when we are in a situation where we feel down and stuff, it's important to have people around us that can support us and understand us. And so I have a group of other female entrepreneurs, and so I just went into the group and I shared with them what was going on, and they were just so supportive. And that little thing in and of itself is so powerful. So if you don't have either a friend or a trusted acquaintance, trusted coworker, whoever that is, a sibling, a coach, a mentor, it's important to find that, because we all need connection. We all are not meant to be independent beings, and it's not a weak thing. It's not a bad thing. And sometimes I feel like, at least in the American culture, we're all about independence, right? Like, you want to make sure you don't need anybody, or else you're weak. At least that's how I grew up. So I definitely want to change that narrative and say that it's okay. Like, we are stronger together. We are better together, and together we rise. So that is an invitation for you from me to look into coaching with me, for me to be your mentor, for me to be there with you along your journey and through the ups and downs of life. So if that sounds like something that you feel called to do and is aligned for you at the moment, and you feel like this is time for you, 2025 is the year that you put yourself first, that you ask for help, ask for support, then send me a DM, send me a message, and I will get back to you and we can chat. And even if it's not to work together, if you just have a question, always don't hesitate, reach out. I don't mind questions. I love to interact with my audience, with my reach. And so if you find this message, and if I'm the coach or the mentor for you, or even just a friend, let me know, and I will see you in tomorrow's live. But for now, I'm going to continue my beautiful walk and listen to some music, and yeah, just enjoy life and allow myself to be in the feeling that I am in, and allow it to pass through me. All right. I will see you tomorrow. Have a beautiful rest of your day. Bye.